How did you know?
That's it.
Nice different.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, project, you live as a champ. A last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage. Smackdown, hold the title. This is Wrestling with Savage. What?
Wrestling with Savage begins now.
Savage here. Let me welcome my co-host tonight, Travis, to bring you Wrestling with Savage. AEW Dynamite tonight was live. Not a bad show. Not as good as Raw, but not a bad show, Travis. What'd you think of AEW tonight? By the way, before you even tell me what you thought about AEW, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. Had a good day. Volunteered at my local library, like I do every Wednesday, so that's good. I enjoyed AEW tonight. I will say this. This is honestly the best Blackpool Combat Club match I've seen in a while, which sounds weird because Anarchy in the Arena was great, but this was a good match that wasn't a gimmick match with them. For the most part, I find most of their matches incredibly boring because it's just, you just wait for Jon Moxley to bleed is all a Blackpool Combat Club match is. But this one, I was shocked. I thought it was actually really good. And Lucha Bros and Bandito are highly underrated, in my opinion. I mean, when you're talking about some of the greatest high flyers of all time, Rey Fenix has got to be in that conversation.
You're not wrong with any of those statements, but I think underrated is a word that's used so much. They are underrated to some people, absolutely. Maybe even the majority of fans, if you're thinking that. But to someone like me who can clearly see what they are, the word I would use is severely underutilized. Not even words, severely underutilized. They had their run, champions and all that stuff, but that was a while ago. We haven't seen them really. They had the Trios Championship for a little bit, but no single success, nothing like that. There's no room for that. And definitely they're not in the mix for the tag team story in a while as far as like championship matches go. They were given a few opportunities over the years, I guess, but I don't know. It's hard with certain guys because there's a million guys that you could use that same word for, and whatever. Not a million guys.
Well,
I could probably legit name you 100 guys on the AEW roster.
Oh, I'm sure.
Who are all legitimately in the same category.
Oh yeah, I mean, we were talking. When we talked about the other night, and you said AEW exposed. Somebody said AEW exposed Keith Lee. I disagree. I think Keith Lee is still a great wrestler. I think it's just AEW's fault for not utilizing him correctly. If they had utilized him correctly, we could be talking about, Keith Lee's in the the world heavyweight picture. But and especially what always strikes me so weird with Keith Lee is that Tony Khan boasted about this was a dream signing. He was so glad, and he's done nothing with him. I'm like, so if I'm hearing right, if I'm called a dream signing, stay away from the AEW because they'll do nothing with me.
Let's see what happens with the addition of AEW Collision, which is going to add a few more hours of TV time every week. But this match, actually, I did enjoy the match. But everybody got to have their moments. But at the end of the day, these guys got clobbered up by the Blackpool Combat Club. And what we always see out of them, just beating the shit out of them to end the match. Wheeler Yuta coming up with the win to have his big moment and to get his highlight. Bandito is fantastic, but right now it's like he's trying to swim with the sharks when he's in the ring with the Blackpool Combat Club. And last time I checked, you don't go swimming with sharks unless you want to get eaten alive. Oh, looks like we got company.
or paying a lot of really good money for it.
Here, let's get Jay's take on this real quick. Jay, what was your take on the first opening match of the night?
Was the wrong match to have the opener. And I'll tell you which one should have been the opener. This was the wrong opener match to my eyes. I don't get it, guys. Maybe you guys could explain it to me how Bandino becomes a best friend and now he's part of the Lucha Brothers. I don't get it. One week is this, the other week is that. I guess they're just putting everybody with anybody to just get some sort of exposure on TV to become famous. That's fine. But I am surprised that the babyfaces got a lot of offensive maneuvers in this match. I'm very surprised by that. I had the opposite on that, but it was well expected. Okay.
Jay, I'm sorry to say this, but the reason is very simple, and I hate saying this, but this is why are they as a group? Vince McMahon booking. You see 3 guys from Mexico, and you go, oh, let's put them together. Like, that was the only possible reason I can see as to why it was just randomly Bandito. I was like, I have to admit, I agree with you. I'm like, do they even know each other from anything?
I have no clue. This doesn't make sense to me. Just doesn't.
This match came out of nowhere. There's no real storyline here. Absolutely no substance, no trail, no dirt trail, nothing to lead up to this to have me excited for it. It was an okay match because there was more actual moves happening. And I agree with Travis that it wasn't like just a straight up gimmicky match. People were getting their moments, but at the end of the day, Blackpool Combat Club has been doing what they do and just beat the hell out of them. They got the win. Big freaking deal. Don't see what this does for anybody in the ring. This, to me, just felt like an absolute time filler of a match. That's going to go nowhere.
But, we were talking about... That's all. I think we were talking about it Monday, or maybe it was NXT night. I can't remember. But we were talking about how, like, at NXT Battleground, Braun Breaker versus Carmella Hayes, or Dragunov versus Dijak, you could see it going either way. AEW's problem is that's never the case. Like, even when people were like, oh, Anarchy in the Arena could go either way, I was like, no, there's no way the Blackpool Combat Club loses that, because if they lose, you don't keep the feud going. Like, AEW, in my opinion, is way more predictable than WWE is.
I put you all the way over there now. You're all the way in the corner. You're on timeout.
Okay.
Nah, I'm just fucking around. We see this picture of the Young Bucks. They're getting interviewed backstage. They have no idea where Kenny Omega is. And they're just doing some crying, apparently. They're not even going to be there tonight. They're going to leave. They're gone. Do you even think this was filmed tonight, Jay? I think this was probably filmed last week for tonight.
Or it could be the same night, no? That's Double or Nothing?
Maybe. Yeah, 100%. You're right. Hey, guys, change your shirts. Change this. Let's film something for Wednesday, because you're not going to be there. Because if these guys were there, you figure they would have came out to the ring. They would have been used in some kind of way, just for the pop or whatever, which we didn't see. Next, we're going to hear from Jay White and Juice Robinson. I actually liked this. I thought this was great. FTR is a fantastic tag team, one of the best in the world, if not the best in the world. I've said it before, I'll say it again. And this is going to be a hell of a matchup. But does it get ruined with a certain someone? And you'll see who that certain someone here is in just a moment. FTR comes out. Jay White, Juice Robinson, they're cutting a nice little promo. Tony Schiavone there. Nice visual. Everything was nice. They clobbered Dax in the head with, I don't know, a sock with change in it or something. Quarters. I saw quarters flying everywhere. That was Juice who clocked them. And then they proceeded to beat the hell out of FTR. And then Ricky Starks has to show up. He has to use the word jabroni. He has to use the word bitch. And does anybody even care in this room?
Ricky Starks is dead. It's just putting him in a feud at this point. Like, Jay White being in a feud with him is making me go, well, they're going to do nothing with Jay White. And it's not because I don't think they're going to do anything with Jay White. It's because I know that Ricky Starks, he had his 15 minutes of fame. It's over. He's not. They would have to do a lot of work to build him back up. And as we've seen with Tony Khan and things like Powerhouse Hobbs and the QT TV or whatever, he would rather blame the wrestler for it being not going over than go, hey, you know what, maybe I had a little bit to do with this. I think Ricky Starks, I think he got pushed too hard at a specific time, and now the fans have kind of seen through it. They're like, okay, he was a flash in the pan.
I can't even believe you wasted that much time talking about that Maxi Tad wearing piece of shit. Jay, do you have anything to say on this whole segment right here? Are you excited for FTR and Juice and Jay, or has it been ruined because of, Mr. Ricky over there?
I'm giving it a different take. I mean, I see 3 baby faces and 2 heels. Something's telling me somebody else is going to join this Bullet Club Gold or whatever's going on. I just don't know who the player is. But, I mean, I think yesterday my favorite word, Savage, was rough on the mic. And Jay White was kind of rough on the mic, man. I really didn't get to understand certain things he was saying. Juice was okay. But this didn't do it for me. It seems like everybody gets a pop for saying punk-ass bitch or son of a bitch or your mother's this, so yeah. I don't get it.
Okay. Travis, did you have a problem understanding what Jay White was saying?
No, but I've been watching Jay White since he was back in Progress, so.
No, that doesn't count. That doesn't count.
No. But
you've been watching him for years.
There's 2 people, but I haven't. But I have
the expert of New Japan.
I haven't been watching him for years, and I understood what he was saying, Jay.
I said certain things I couldn't understand or pick up.
I think your problem is a problem a lot of Americans have.
Sure, like Gallus talked perfectly.
It's a big problem in this country. Do you want to know what that problem is? I can help you today, Jay.
Okay,
I really can.
How about a different take? Is it me or AEW doesn't know how to debut stars such as Jay White and others? And this is what happens when they come out and there's no pop and the crowd's not.
Well, that's obvious. Obviously,
Jay White starts cutting the promo. Nobody's really interested. The Bullet Club Gold didn't even get a pop. I mean, is it me or is that what you guys seen?
You're not wrong. You're not wrong, but you didn't let me get my point across about, the average American here. He tries to change the subject and thinks I'm not going to keep going there. I am going to go there. And Jay, the problem is this. A lot of Americans, they have a problem listening. They like to talk a lot. They like to watch content. They like to take it all in. But they don't really listen to what they're watching half the time. Key example. Certain people that I know, if let's say you watch a show with them, right? Let's say a good show. You'll sit there, you'll watch the show, and then they turn to you and ask you questions about the same show you're watching at the same time for the first time. Why is it that they're asking questions? Because they don't fucking listen. They don't fucking listen. You definitely don't listen. You have selective hearing. You need to hear something that really just gets you going. Otherwise, it completely just, it doesn't even make it in, let alone have a chance to leave.
And something you said a second ago, Jay, about could it be they brought him in, they just don't know how to book Jay White? Absolutely. Somebody just yesterday said, they were like, well, Tony knew how to book Jericho correctly. No. Jericho booked himself.
Echo time. Echo. Anyway, FTR gets the shit kicked out of them. Ricky Starks makes the save. They get away. Tony Khan has an announcement. Everybody hold your panties and go grab some ice because some of your pussies are going to be on fire tonight. CM Punk is returning to AEW Collision. It is going down. It is real. CM Punk is returning to AEW Collision in Chicago, June 17th. My God, I can feel them burning now, Jay. Can you feel them burning out there in the crowd? All those CM Punk haters who all said we don't want him back. And me and you've been saying for a while he's coming back.
There's no way. Not hearing wasn't so good when this announcement came because I heard something entirely different than what you're preaching about, buddy.
What'd you hear?
I heard.
I have a problem listening through something.
I heard more boos than cheers.
Ah,
That's what I heard tonight.
I didn't mention anything about the cheers and the boos.
I just heard more boos than cheers.
I know my friend who watches AEW, when he saw that, he texted me. He said, I just had the best dinner of my life, and CM Punk coming back has completely ruined it.
And like I said, the only thing I said, and I was correct about it, Jay, down there, they're burning right now. Everybody's burning. They're having a panic attack because they think CM Punk's going to come back and just ruin everything all over again, or he's going to come back and cause drama. It doesn't matter what he does. At the end of the day, him being in AEW only benefits AEW. Punk is there, they're going to make more money. Punk is there, they're going to have more ratings. And I guarantee you right now, that's all that Tony Khan probably really cares about. He doesn't give a shit. But I mean, dude, he's got MJF abusing him on the left. He has no problem, plenty of room on the right to let CM Punk abuse him. And then everybody else can clobber him in the back on the way out. But they're headed up. If Punk is there, the ratings go up, the money goes up. The sale tickets go up. I guarantee you June 17th is sold out right now.
The thing I've really
it's sold out.
I've really hated about the whole CM Punk thing is the people who jumped on the I hate CM Punk bandwagon specifically because of what happened with Kenny and the Young Bucks. I have not been a fan of Punk and the perceived backstage thing. I'll never forget the Triple H promo where he said, the problem is you're never going to be happy until CM Punk is on the top. Until that's the culture, you're not going to be happy. I'll never forget that because I remember thinking at the time, everything that Triple H said in that promo, I mean, like, as soon as Punk came back, he stopped being the CM Punk we saw in WWE, and he started almost being the AEW John Cena. That was why I loved when MJF said, you might as well be preaching hustle, loyalty, and respect. You're PG Punk. Like, this is not the CM Punk that I know from Ring of Honor or even WWE.
I definitely wasn't a fan of the whole CM Punk winning the championship when he did, and I wasn't a fan of how many matches he had. Go ahead, Jay.
No, I'll let you talk. I just want to have a take on this before you guys go.
I'll finish it off. You take, go.
Oh, thank you, Savage. I appreciate that, my brother. Well, I hated this, guys. I think this was announced because of the timing. I told you guys that the time is just really hard to get fans get into on a Saturday. So I think they announced it just to get everybody's eyes on the TV to get the ratings so high that we saw when he first came on the scene. And what happens after that, boys? It just goes downhill. I think he's going to get one of the biggest babyface pops we'll ever see, more than the Second Coming. But I'm a little scared because I told you, Savage, I heard more boos and cheers. I don't know if Travis heard it. And not only that, it scares me because what if we go elsewhere? Let's go to San Diego. Let's go to Vermont. Let's go here. Is he going to get the same reaction? Or are we going to just pull the trigger and say, you know what? We're going to make you heel now. Or are the fans going to get behind you now that you heel? So I'm a little scared about him coming back, to be honest.
I'm definitely not scared about him coming back. I just don't know if I'm happy about him coming back the way he's coming back right now. It doesn't bother me tremendously, but at the end of the day, I just hope he's smarter about it this time. So this way we can have good storylines, we can have extended runs, wrestle smart, and wrestle when it's necessary. You treat yourself like an attraction. Don't come back and whore yourself out to put all these young bucks over at the expense of your health. That's all I'm going to say.
I think it's up to the fans now at this point for me.
Did you guys see the video that I sent you? I know I sent it to you, Jay. Did you see that video of Jeff Hardy from, Double or Nothing, man?
What happened?
Did you watch Double or Nothing?
I watched Double or Nothing, yes, but I don't. I'll be honest with you. Jeff Hardy has disappointed me so many times that I've just.
He botched up bad, like twice. Almost broke his neck on one of them. He went to go do a twist of fate, and it looked like his knee gave out, right? So he collapsed. Then, for whatever reason, he thought it would be a good idea to hop back up, right? Give an elbow, and then go for like a springboard moonsault that he does from the corner. And he got up, and then he went down. And he went down bad. He went down neck first. By the way, I want to talk about a match in a little bit. It's actually the main event, but I have a lot to say about Saraya.
Jeff Hardy is a first ballot Hall of Famer. The problem is, the longer he's sticking around, the less and less he's having a Hall of Fame career. The more he's starting to get to where it's like,
he's one of those that needs to adapt or perish. It's at that point now where, dude, that moveset ain't doing it for you anymore. You can still wrestle. There's about 1,050 other moves you can do that don't revolve you busting your ass.
Should have been a producer.
That too.
That's where all the money is anyways.
I was happy about this matchup, and the reason is, I'll tell you right now, I like just seeing Big Bill on TV. Big Bill is good on TV. He is. I love this. They haven't used him properly. Tonight, he was impressive, but it doesn't even matter, man.
And I love this match because I enjoy seeing Swerve be like that just absolute smarmy heel. I guarantee you there is not one they may chant whose house, but at the end of the day, I seriously doubt anybody is cheering for Swerve. He's just so easy to hate.
He is easy to hate, but he's performing at a high level, and I like him more now. It took some time, but I like this whole new version of him.
What's more hateable than a dude that's hateable and has more talent than you? You're like, oh man, he's got more talent than me, and he's a jerk.
Trent Beretta was good tonight too. Big Bill was nice. Impressive choke slam from outside to Trent inside. Nice, impressive big boot by Big Bill. And then Swerve, no mistakes, was on point tonight. Got the win. Did the job. Jay, what you got on this?
You guys got your eyes on Bill. I got my eyes on Swerve. I think he's picking up some good wins. I think he's becoming, I hope Edge doesn't hate me for saying this, the ultimate opportunist for AEW. I could see it. I could see him going for Orange Cassidy and taking that belt off. Big Bill was impressive. You know what is not impressive? His ring name. It's probably the worst ring name we have ever heard in wrestling promotion right now going on today. But Big Bill was protected. I thought the finish was perfect, and it protected Bill. And let's see, hopefully he gets that single push that Savage wants. Hopefully.
And as strong as he fought, I would say even Trent Beretta came out looking good in this, because there were times where you were like, oh man, he's behind, but he's fighting. He's not giving up. I think
AEW needs a legit giant, and Big Bill, he can give that to you. He's probably the biggest guy on the roster. Height-wise, is he taller than Satam Singh? Probably not, right? Singh is probably a little taller.
Could be a little taller, maybe an inch or two. But...
Anyway, he's a better giant than Singh. All right, there's no question about that. They need a good giant.
I've never understood. Is Satnam going to get in the ring at some point, or is he just there just to be there?
He's just muscle, bro. For now, at least, I'm sure.
Then yes, Big Bill is the giant that AEW needs.
100%. He could be a great person to beat Wardlow down the line. He could be the guy to beat Wardlow. Maybe I could see that. It's believable. Acclaimed comes out. They have a lot to say. They're the people's choice. Everybody loves the Acclaimed. They actually go off on a rant about Billy Gunn and how he deserves to have a world title after still doing it and giving back to the fans for so long, 30 years. Billy Gunn been doing it. And I saw Billy Gunn recently at an Outlaw show. Phenomenal shape. I mean, for his age, probably maybe the best shape in the world. I don't think anyone his age has a better body than him right now.
Jeff Jarrett.
Not even close. Stop it. It's not even close. Stop it.
Jeff Jarrett could go.
No, maybe Karen Jarrett has a better body, not Jeff Jarrett. Stop that now. I'm
gonna play devil's advocate. As someone who actually does not like the Acclaimed, does not find them entertaining, finds them obnoxious, I personally find it very hard to cheer and I don't know why. I like them better as heels than I do as faces. It's just my opinion, but there you have it. I feel like the whole wrapping to the ring gimmick worked a lot better when they were heels. If you looked, they were a lot more savage with that when they were heels.
I don't think they were ever heels, though. Like, in the sense of being traditional heels. They never really cheated. They did everything by the book. I'm trying to think of when they first came out, but even then, when you're talking heels, maybe you're talking heels because they used to just talk trash, right?
Yeah, I guess I grew up still in the attitude era.
You have that traditional mindset, and that's fine. I get why you would think they were heels, but I don't think they were ever actually looked at like heels. They're more of like the cool guys that are just they're gonna come out, spit fire, but they play by the rules. They don't cheat to win. They don't do shady bullshit. They just have a little attitude, a little swag. So I don't see them as bad guys.
Yeah,
Jay, did
you say it that way? It's a little better.
Do you think Billy Gunn is going to win gold?
I think what he should do is get off TV right now, just like Jeff Jarrett and all these oldies in AEW that are trying to take the spotlight. I can't believe you're not even defending this Savage, because I know Travis and I have a comment. We hate this tag team. I hate them too. But I can't believe you're not even defending your boys here for being booked like this. When now Billy Gunn looks like for the trios, and I'm supposed to take these three guys seriously to take the belts off the House of Black? Are you freaking kidding me? So wait, hold on.
I don't know where
we're wasting your friends. Hold on, your friends right now, who was on the screenshot, we're wasting their time and energy for crap like this.
You're not wrong at all, because I don't know what they did to deserve all this. I don't know where the disconnect came between the fans and the Acclaimed, or where Tony thought, hey, they're not selling merch. I don't understand. I know they're selling merch.
The thing is this.
That's FTR. FTR caused this. FTR caused this, man.
I think the fans wanted for so long to win, for House of Black to win some sort of title, that now that you're putting the Acclaimed up against them, who fans did like, they're like, well, we don't want to see them take the title off the House of Black. They just got it after, a year and a half of being there and having nothing?
You're not wrong, but I don't think they are going to take the titles off the House of Black. If anything, this might cause the breakup between Billy Gunn and the Acclaimed, and Billy Gunn goes back to the Guns to get on their side, because that's where, that's his family, and they were already champions, but not with their dad. So this time, maybe it's revenge time. So you're building up super heels over there, because Billy Gunn's going to get a lot of heat when he breaks up with the Acclaimed. Acclaimed become the super baby faces of the company. The Guns become the super heels of the company. And then, FTR hopefully just fizzles out at some point. I don't think they're going to... I don't know. If FTR is not going anywhere, they're not losing the titles. Jay,
I'm always going to say this. The Acclaim went pure downhill, but there were some people on the show that loved the Guns winning the tag team belts. I hated it. And I said that was the wrong choice. Ever since they lost those belts at that time, they should have lost to a legitimate tag team in FTR. It would have been taken a little more seriously, and they probably would have had better booking. But let's please the fans, right? That's all I'll say.
Yeah, there's no sound on your end.
No sound on Savage. It's okay. Oh, he's back. Well, anyway, now we have to take a Sheeta and Don Callis coming out for the first time since Anarchy in the Arena, which, Travis, I heard you were talking about it. You loved that match. Was that match the match of the night?
At Double or Nothing? I think that for me personally, yes. I had hoped that my match of the night was going to be Cole and Jericho, but I knew it wouldn't be. I see your shirt. I'm also got that same one. Huge Adam Cole fan. Always but yeah, and talking about this specifically, I love Don Callis on the mic. Don Callis is one of the best heels on there, and it's crazy to me when all these people are like, booing him, and they're like, "Oh, I can't believe you, and you turned and you screwed Kenny Omega." I'm like, he literally screwed Tony Khan to help Kenny get the title. He screwed Sami Callihan in Impact. It's like, how many times did Don Callis need to betray someone before you realize there was a reason he was the Jackal?
And what you thought about Takeshita tonight and the way he cut that promo in Japanese? Because I know you were, you're New Japan diehard. So how you feel about that? And then it just transitioned. I guess he was saying Decimate. I don't know. I couldn't catch.
I liked it, but I think the difference is it's, it almost kind of like reminds me of when Nakamura was heel and he was speaking Japanese and the fans, would be chanting what? And he'd just be like, okay, I'm just going to keep talking in Japanese. Like, I feel like it's almost kind of like him talking down to the audience, almost like hey, guess what? If you understood Japanese, if you weren't a bunch of idiots, maybe you would know what I'm saying. I thought he did a good job as a heel.
Don Callis is the best manager in pro wrestling today outside of Paul Heyman.
Agreed.
He is incredible on the mic. He makes absolutely no mistakes. He says everything with 100% conviction. He's believable. He looks the part. He plays the part. And obviously, he has the experience. Takeshita here, the pairing of Don Callis and Takeshita right now is a significant one in AEW's history. This will go down as one of those moments where a star was born. This was an example of how to get a star over. Mm-hmm. This whole setup, the betrayal between Don Callis and Kenny Omega, and the build-up that they've done with Takeshita over the last year, putting him in main events in AEW Dynamite, putting him against guys like Hangman Adam Page and Kenny Omega and all these other superstars. And Takeshita has looked phenomenal in every single opportunity he has been given. He has shined in that ring. He is a superstar, and tonight certifies it, Jay.
I thought the best part of the whole promo, though, for me personally, was, and again, proving how good Don Callis is. When he delivered that line, when he said, "I may have lost a nephew, but I gained a son," like there was no emotion whatsoever, not anger and not regret for what he did.
No,
it was
said
just,
it straight up. I gotta make a new family now. Yeah. I gotta make a new family. Takeshita killed it tonight. Him talking in Japanese and then saying the name over and over again. And then Don Callis says, "We're gonna cut the elite out of all elite wrestling." Well delivered. Jay, if you don't know, he's a contender to beat MJF as well one day.
My turn?
Sure.
I think I didn't have a chance to talk about Hangman Page, your boy, early in the segment. I think I should have. There was some key things he said that we didn't talk about. So he says Kenny Omega not in Canada. He's somewhere else. If you look at that screenshot before, you'll see that Forbidden Doors on June 25th. There was some names mentioned. Omega, Okada. Can I see some sort of tag team match happening here or something? Possibly. Maybe bring Kota Ibushi. Maybe form that golden tag team, which I'm sure Travis knows all about it.
Golden Lovers.
There you go. So I don't know. I just took Omega and Okada, and I'm like, gee, I could see something happening between all these guys here.
There could be a number of match possibilities. Don Callis was dropping names left and right.
2 names.
No, he dropped more than 2 names.
No, but those names don't matter. It's Okada because New Japan and Omega.
Nobody thinks about. Like maybe I'm just crazy for I'm the one that thinks about this, but what about something like, okay, Okada because Okada has said he doesn't want to come back to the States.
Yeah.
It's too hectic for him. So what if instead, what if Kenny goes, what if Will Ospreay says to Kenny Omega, "Hey, I'll help you, and in return, I get another shot at that U.S. title."
That will never happen.
No.
After that match, that will never happen.
I think you're just dreaming. You're probably excited about Forbidden Door because it features some of your favorite wrestlers and superstars from New Japan. And I think you just, you're getting super excited about it, and you're over.
I am, but I don't know what Jay's smoking though, because the Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega match was amazing.
It was,
yeah,
absolutely.
But they didn't leave as best friends, did they?
No, that's my point. Is sometimes enemies can make the best partners. It doesn't always have to be your best friend.
Honestly, Travis, when I heard all this, I didn't think of Okada, but I'm really thinking of Ibushi. I think that would be the logical choice. That they're a great tag team, and they can make something happen with Takeshita and someone else. Maybe Moxley.
Nah, this has to be
Bryan Danielson.
This has to be Takeshita. This has to be Takeshita versus Kenny Omega.
No, Bryan Danielson, Takeshita versus Omega, and Kota Ibushi. Why? And I'll tell you why. Because Bryan Danielson for the last 2-3 weeks has been protected on TV.
So you're thinking it's going to be Blackpool Combat Club plus Takeshita versus Kenny Omega, the Bucks, and Hangman? I mean,
I think he was saying he wants it to be specifically Danielson and Takeshita versus Omega and Okada in this dream scenario. Specifically that, not Moxley, not the rest of the group, just those two.
I think right now the number of matches that could potentially happen is so random, we have no fucking idea, and we're just going to keep it moving. But either way, great segment tonight. Now here we go with the Tag Team Circus show in town. Let's just waste the whole pay-per-view and weeks of build-up just so we can give away the fact that we want to team up Orange Cassidy and Darby Allin together. And then there we go on Dynamite, days after the loss from Darby Allin in the championship match of his life. Here it is, guys. It's the Darby and Orange show, and we're just going to beat up men that are 3 times our size, 3 times as strong as us. Sure, why not?
So,
Let's just shit on the Ring of Honor tag team fucking
I did not like
right?
the match. I did not like the outcome. The only thing I like about it is when AEW started, I despised Orange Cassidy. Thought it was a stupid gimmick, absolutely pointless, brainless to make it, he's not even a good wrestler in the ring. And then, again, I have to thank my boy Ospreay for this, but after that Will Ospreay match, I started paying more and more attention to Orange Cassidy. I was like, the gimmick is that he's lazy, but he's actually one of the hardest workers in the company.
I still don't like this tag team pairing.
No, I don't like the pairing either.
I'm not a fan of it, especially when it means we're just going to beat up well-established tag team wrestlers that have been kicking ass all around the world just to put over the Darby and Orange Cassidy show. They're like Ren and Stimpy out there.
What's even worse is
Do you even know who Ren and Stimpy is?
Yes, they were. It was a red cat and a dog thing, right?
A goddamn chihuahua. Don't disrespect the chihuahua. Look at this clothesline, though. I mean, these guys were impressive when they had their chance to be. The way he ran around the ring and just, huge, monstrous.
The Gates of Agony are so impressive to me. Big men like that, anytime I see a big guy move that fluidly, I'm like, did somebody forget to tell them that they're like big men that are like 6 foot plus and 300 pounds?
Probably, but here's Darby just pinning one of those big men. There it is. It's good shit, right?
It's terrible shit.
Swerve's going to come out. Sting's going to come out. Obviously, we know where that's going to go. We're going to get a match now with Sting and Darby and Orange and yada, yada, yada. They remind us about the championship match. They remind us of Double or Nothing, and all I cared about was this match. MJF did cut a promo after his this is probably before he even won, because he doesn't have bruises yet, but he basically says that no one's on his level.
Plus, that's an MJF promo.
No one's on his level. Sammy didn't get a promo. Jungle Boy didn't get a promo. Darby Allin didn't get a promo. He got a match. Darby got a match. Jungle Boy got a run, and Sammy Guevara got some time off to spend with his newly pregnant wife. And MJF got some time off, because why not? He is the man, though. Is he better? Jay, let me ask you this. Is he a better wrestler than Roman Reigns?
Who?
The man on your screen.
Hell no. Not even close.
Not even close, you said.
Not even close.
I disagree. From a technical in-ring standpoint, I actually say that MJF is better from that standpoint. However, Roman, in my opinion, and this is going to sound so weird because MJF's great at this too, but Roman is the best at in-ring is better at in-ring psychology in the regard of, like, I don't want to see Roman doing 30 different side headlock takeovers. I want to see him beat the crap out of somebody. That's all I want from Roman.
I see it differently. I'm going to give you an example why Roman's way better than MJF. He puts all the pieces together. It's amazing art if you look at it from a wrestling fan perspective. And not only that, he's transcended the business because he has done something that no other face of the company could possibly do. And that's even Flair, Hogan's, the John Cena's out there, the Stone Colds.
No, he hasn't passed.
Hold on. Roman Reigns, whoever he works with or whoever he's with, he makes everybody better. And they are more better than what they are. And that's something that no other man, I think, in my eyes, can do. Yeah, Cena, he can make who he fought, Kevin Owens. He can make Kevin Owens get high. Yeah, that's one person. This guy does it to the Bloodline. This guy does it to Sami Zayn. This guy does it to Kevin Owens. This guy does it to anybody who he works with and anybody who's around with. That's
true. But it did take him
about Sammy and Jungle Boy. I don't care about any of that.
But it did take him over 10 years to even get close to that level.
That's not his fault.
MJF, on the other hand, in 7 short years, has able to join AEW, and within 3 years, has manipulated and mastered the psychology of the locker room to the point where he has the boss in his pocket.
I mean, it's not exactly hard to manipulate a bunch of children.
Listen, let's think about what I said, and you know it's true. Really think about that. This guy cannot do it. I'm not saying he doesn't have the potential. He cannot do it. It just doesn't rub off.
Well, we're going to find out, man. Listen. MJF has done a lot. It's hard to compare the two. I just wanted to ask, who's the better wrestler? We didn't have to get into this whole, theatrical debate. But, that's what happens here on Wrestling with Savage sometimes.
Debate is a good thing, though.
Together is perfect. It's like...
We asked the question. Passion. Let me know the results in the chat. What do you guys think? Do you think MJF is a better wrestler than Roman Reigns? Not a better entertainer, not a better performer, just a better wrestler. Hook.
Oh, let's talk about it.
Hook coming out here, and oh my God, I don't even care about any of this. It's just more random shit just so they can get Jungle Boy and another tag team I don't care to see together. That's what this gets me tight. Because Vance is incredible.
Jungle Boy turning heel.
Roosh is awesome. Is Andrade ever coming back?
Yes, he's actually been already shown on 2 different posters for Collision. But it is funny because when they showed these...
Is he coming back solo, you think, or he's going to be with La Faction?
I'm not sure, but what was interesting to me was when somebody showed these pictures to Andrade, and he said, wait a minute, I'm signed for Collision? What the hell? Nobody told me anything. And I'm like, I'm telling you, man, I really think even if he's on Collision, he is just going to ride out his contract, and then he's out of there.
You think he's gone? Okay. Do you guys see Hook being an AEW World Champion one day?
Not unless he gets some major character development. This whole I'm silent and I'm broody thing.
You know what would work for Hook? If Taz was his manager and he just had a bunch of ECW goons around him at all times. Like, Hook is always just walking around with Taz and Bully Ray or Rob Van Dam or Tommy Dreamer or Sandman or Sabu. And you know what I mean? So, like, at all times, it's Hook. He doesn't have to. He don't have to say a fucking word because he's got ECW behind him, man. It would be like
that you just pitched. That would have been a better way of bringing in Sabu than what they did.
100%. Sabu, I think, was. You're in Vegas. You want a spot?
For no reason.
I give props to Sabu, my man. I didn't even realize he went through a table.
Oh, he almost fell before he got on that table. Well, yeah,
Jesus
he got
Christ.
on
Yo,
it.
I don't care. Shout out to Sabu, man. He's an absolute fucking legend. But I think if you do something like that with Hook, it's a way to revive ECW without getting sued. And it's a way to infuse star power into a star. He is a star.
He's not a star.
He is.
He can't throw a punch.
He is a star. He is a star.
His footwork is shit. B. And 3, get that effing fake belt off your effing hands. It's not a championship belt, please.
John Gilchrist's got a lot to say.
Here's 4. He can't sell.
He's still baby green, bro. I'm talking about down the line, maybe in 2-3 years.
If you protect him like this, you're doing the same thing you did to Wardlow. And look where that's gone.
Not necessarily.
Yes.
If they handle it differently.
What? You say that like Wardlow hasn't been a phenomenal success.
Oh, come on, Travis. You can't tell me Hook sells great.
Travis, they ruined Wardlow when they didn't make him the world champion before MJF. They had a great story they could have told there, but CM Punk had to fucking ruin it all. If there's no CM Punk, Wardlow probably becomes world champion, and then MJF goes on a long journey to take that title off of him by screwing him or whatever the hell.
That would have been a big mistake because who would have took it off Wardlow?
MJF, you fucker.
Nah, not MJF. Who else? You can't think.
I would have let Hobbs do it, actually, to establish them both as champions. Hobbs is phenomenal. I don't care what you say. Hobbs is phenomenal. You can laugh all you want, man.
Video, I'm not going to be at the Battle Royale this Sunday. Please don't look for me.
Yo, leave him alone, man.
Yeah, he's good. He's really good.
Why don't we start talking shit about the Outcasts over here, man? All right? Are we happy with this promo?
I've been happy since they came.
How much more Botox can Paige probably get, Jay?
Can we also just state that this whole Outcast thing feels like, hey guys, what if a bunch of girls from another company came in and invaded, and it's just got me leaking there going, okay, which one of you is supposed to be Kevin Nash? Which one's Scott Hall?
It's a half-ass NWO bite-off bullshit spray can.
Oh, it's even worse than the NWO. It's a half.
NWO was good.
If it was just half-assed NWO, okay, they're not even that. They're half-assed outsiders.
I'm going to say this. Roman Reigns is the wrestler, Gilch.
Shut the hell up.
We have Roy coming here June 15th. How dare you disrespect the Bloodline family? How dare you, sir?
We got another match. Chris Statlander taking on Nyla Rose. And I got to say, Chris Statlander did look good tonight. She was impressive. Nyla Rose was even, not bad. Doing some moves. Offense off. Statlander looked good. That blue Thunderbomb looked good. That knee to the head looked good. That looked like a solid knee to the head. I see contact right there. I liked it.
Am I wrong, or does it look like Statlander bulked up while she was
100%? She looks like a monster.
She does. I don't remember her.
She looks more like Raquel.
She does. I didn't remember her being that big.
Go ahead, Jay. Let it out quick because I want to get on to the next match. Statlander wins.
Valkyria's
not happening.
I told you guys that
Mommy's home.
What happened?
Mama's home.
All right. I told you guys that match with BCC should not have been the opener. This should have been the opener in my eyes because of the surprise return of Chris Statlander, which probably got the biggest pop on the pay-per-view, and surprised that she won the belt. This should have started off. It would have made the most sense. You guys liked every part of the action. I didn't because of Nyla Rose. She kind of killed it for me at times. No offense, but the cannonballs look slow as shit no matter how many times you do it. So, with that being said,
the one in the corner looked bad that she didn't,
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I just thought Statlander would have got a bigger pop, and I think the reason why is because of the booking of this match.
Possibly. Okay.
Because it's in the background. Two things about it. One, the AEW Fight Forever thing. If so help me God, if they delay that again, I am putting my fist through somebody's skull.
No, that's it.
And second, I was so glad today they showed off like people online, of course, whenever they see something bad, they want to go, oh man, that's terrible. That looks horrible. Look at how bad Eddie Kingston looks. And then it's like, as soon as they go, oh, by the way, guys, that was the concept art for Eddie. This is the final version. All these same people are like, oh man, that's great art. It's like, no, wait a second. 2 minutes ago, you said it was absolutely horrible. Now you're saying it's like, do you not understand what concept art is? Like, nothing ever looks perfect as soon as you make it.
Travis, let me explain something to you. I avoid what people on the internet say. You know why? Because human beings suck. I don't have time to waste on the thoughts and opinions of the mere peasants that are out there wasting their life away on anything, just babbling. I'm out there just making content and living life. Everybody else can kiss my ass. I don't care what they think. The only opinion that matters is mine, at least to me. Because if I live any other way, I can't let other people's voice get in here.
That's not entirely true. I mean, if you didn't care about our opinions at all, you wouldn't have us on.
Listen, I don't care about your opinion at all. The only reason you're here is because you help me talk about professional wrestling. Jay helps me talk about professional wrestling. But I can't take his opinion or your opinion true because you are part of that society. You're part of the other 7 fucking billion people on this fucking planet. And that's the problem. The fucking people on this fucking planet are fucking fucked. And that includes me, you, and him. And everybody watching this fucking show. Unfortunately, that's the way it is now. They fucked this a long time ago. I'm not going to get into it because that's a whole nother show, and I'll save that for Marty Jannetty. When I produce and host the first episode of Party with Marty, I promise you, this is not going to be the Savage you're used to. The Savage that Marty Jannetty is going to get is going to be the unfiltered, uncut, let's fucking talk about anything and everything and all the bullshit this world has in it. Because I'll tell you something. AEW, WWE, it doesn't matter what company you want to talk about. Impact, New Japan. There's no one on the roster that has what I have. Not a fucking one. Not a fucking one. There hasn't been one like me since probably Bruno Sammartino. That's just the way it is. Sorry. That's how I feel. So that's why I don't listen to people's fucking bullshit. Because if I listen to their bullshit...
So we just listen to your promo for...
That's right. That's why I host the show.
If Jay White does not win this match...
He won't.
It proves AEW was the wrong place for him to go. There is, in no conceivable world, should Ricky Starks ever beat Jay White. Ricky Starks is here.
There's no way.
Jay White is up here.
Listen, this is where Jay's point comes into play. Jay hit it on the head earlier. He said they're going to have a new member. Now, at the top, it says Juice Robinson, FTR, both banned from ringside. It doesn't say everybody's banned from ringside. Someone will come in. Someone will screw Ricky Starks. There will be a new member of the Bullet Club. And just like Jay said, we'll get like some stupid 3-on-3 match that probably we'll be bitching about next week.
Bullet Club Gold. I doubt it will be this, but hell, since they're from New Japan, guys, make my dream come true. Finally add Lance Archer to the Bullet Club.
I love it. I actually love that. That's a great idea. I hope that happens, and I hope you called it here live on Wrestling with Savage. That's a great pick. I care about that opinion. See what happened there? I was listening and I actually heard something I liked. And if I like something, then I don't mind saying it. You know what I mean? Sometimes you overhear things, even on a show like this. Unfortunately, we have to try to listen, but it's so hard.
Biggest mistake in AEW history was Lance Archer not being the inaugural TNT.
How do we feel about this? What exactly is that he's wearing on his head?
I don't know. I'm going with Swerve on this one.
So you think Swerve is taking it off Cassidy, and then Cassidy goes tag team?
No, Cassidy can just stay single, but I see Swerve taking it.
I'm going with Swerve as well. I think Orange Cassidy as a champion only has so much. He's one of those guys who's better chasing the championship than having the championship.
Not happening.
I think he's solidified it enough for Swerve to take it.
Not happening. You know why? Because he has Sting now. If he didn't have Sting in his corner, I would agree. I would agree with him. If we didn't see Sting come out tonight to help Darby Allin and Orange Juice over here, all right, Darby Juice, whatever they're going to be called. Maybe that's their tag team name, Darby Juice.
I don't like Orange's period, so if we could change his name to something like Lemon Cassidy, I'd have maybe a little bit better.
That would be a phenomenal way to evolve his character. Every 10 years, he becomes a different kind of fruit. So in his 30s, he'll be Lemon Cassidy.
Lime.
Or no, not even. Maybe in his 30s, he'll be like, I don't know, Mango Cassidy. And then in the 40s, he turns into a lemon. Sour lemon Cassidy.
When he gets to 50, it's Raisin Cassidy.
100%, man. I like it.
Still got Swerve.
Still got many years to go. So you're taking Swerve, Jay. You're taking Swerve. I'm taking Orange Cassidy. I think he retains because of Sting. I wouldn't mind seeing Swerve take it though. That would be a swerve, and I wouldn't expect it, and I would like it. All right, we're into the main event, and I wanted to talk about this, and I'm going to go first, and then Travis, I'll go to you, and then Jay, you can close us off with Saraya versus Britt Baker, Chris Jericho versus Adam Cole. Saraya had a major neck injury, right? Why do we have her taking the vast majority of all the bumps in this match here tonight? Britt Baker is younger. She's never had neck surgery. Why is it that we are letting this happen like this? Where is the creative control to kind of protect the talent? She was taking many bumps on her neck tonight. Over 7 or 8 different bumps that I saw. From basic shit sometimes. On one of them, she hit her fucking head right before Britt picked her up on the fireman's carry and went on to the next spot.
I thought she'd been concussed there for a minute.
Dude, why is Britt not taking bumps in this match? I'm not saying Saraya shouldn't take bumps or can't take bumps, but like there should be there should be an equal amount of bumps being taken by both parties here. It looked like Saraya was taking all the bump moves and Britt was just like chilling.
It's like if we see Cole take a real bad bump, the first thing we do is go, oh God, please don't let him be concussed.
But I'll say this. You're looking right here. You know what you're looking at when I put this picture full screen? You know what that is, Jay and Travis?
2 very ugly looking. No, I'm kidding. No, what?
That right there, you're looking at legit the new Hulk Hogan of this fucking business, man. He is he's still coming out, main eventing shows all these years later. That expression of his right there, he can still deliver. I know Jay was not a fan of the match at Double or Nothing. But I still think Jericho has
I may get some heat for saying this, but you know what? I'm not a heel or a face. I'll play whatever I want. Jericho is better now than Hogan was in his prime. I've never been a Hogan fan to the point where I'm like, oh man, he was the best thing ever. Jericho.
Now, when you say his prime, what prime do you talk about?
I'm talking about like when he was part of the NWO. Jericho.
First of all, that wasn't his prime.
Okay.
His prime is the moment he body slammed Andre the Giant.
Fair enough.
And then he went on a run that still hasn't been matched to this day. Not even by Roman Reigns.
But the thing is, like, to me, Jericho is one of, if not the all-time great. I know in my book, I'll put him above Taker. And it's the reason being is everyone can go, well, this version was this and this version that. There has yet to be a bad Chris Jericho gimmick. Everything he's done has been solid gold.
No, he's fucking gold. We don't need to talk about how much gold he is. It's just incredible to me that he's still coming out on a main event of a show in 2023, and he looks like he's in better shape now than when AEW first started.
Look at what he did. Jericho did everything he could to put Starks over.
Look at this fucking guy. Hold on a second. Oh, he just left. Anthony Loves Wrestling was here, and then he fucked off. I don't know why he fucked off. I was about to bring him in. Wait, he's back. He's back. Anthony's here. Anthony Loves fucking Wrestling is fucking here. Anthony, hold on. We're going to get you in here right now. He left again? You son of a whore.
I'm so glad to see you, you son of a whore.
He gets a kickoff when I try.
Bipolar Savage. It's a new gimmick.
There he is. There he is. Anthony Loves Wrestling. Welcome to Wrestling with Savage. And he leaves again. All right, he's got to restart his phone. He's probably having issues. Anyway, this main event was actually not bad. I liked it. Adam Cole got a big pop, got a big ovation. Adam Cole, baby. Crowd was into it. Crowd liked it. Chris Jericho was, doing his thing for a minute. But then, of course, the tide turned. Adam Cole made big offensive comeback. Britt gets in there. She beats the shit out of Saraya. Bumps her all over the ring. Dumps her on her fucking head multiple times. Chris Jericho. That's a nice shot. It's a nice shot of Chris Jericho right there. Outcasts come out. They beat the shit out of Britt. But Britt with another neck breaker. Another bump by Saraya. Neck first. And then this spot. This doesn't help. This actually made this worse for Saraya. You have the whole man's body weight already on you, and then this girl's gonna jump off the top rope and clobber you. I mean, look at that. Look at Saraya getting clobbered right now with this. Jericho with the walls of Jericho. Britt with what's that called again? The snap jaw. Lockjaw. It's good. Mandible claw for the win. Anyway, Adam Cole, Britt Baker, they end up with the big win to end the night. Power couple in wrestling. Yet, who's a better power couple right now? Britt Baker and Adam Cole, or Dom and Rhea Ripley? I think it's Dom and Rhea Ripley.
Are we talking about
on screen couple?
On screen, Rhea and Dom, no question.
Okay. What did you think about this match, Travis?
The heat they generate from that is just it's amazing how something so stupid as Dominic's convict thing has turned him into like one of the
First of all, that's not stupid. It's fucking gold. What did you think about this matchup here tonight?
Me, personally, I thought it was a good match. The only two issues I had with it, I agree with you. Saraya took way too many bumps for somebody who's had neck issues previously. And I'll say this. This is going to sound very crazy coming from me because you know me, Adam Cole, baby, for life. But I actually think this was a better match than their unsanctioned match was. Their unsanctioned match was it was so rough to watch.
I know Jay was complaining. He said he hated it, so I'm sure you're going to have something to say about this match, Jay.
I'm going to just try to do a bigger analysis here. I think AEW and Tony Khan are playing certain wrestlers safe with their neck injuries. I know you guys talk about how Saraya took a lot of bumps and things, but the bumps she really took, guys, weren't that serious. And I feel like Jericho was on top of her to kind of protect her in case something went sour. Because let's face it, this is what I got from Britt. Britt with the horrible hip throw suplex. Britt with the horrible beach break that lost grip. I mean, I could see why this woman is not AEW Women's Champion. To me, is a person that cannot lead in the ring. You want an example, guys? Go to YouTube and Google house show Britt Baker versus Anna Jay, and she'll show you for yourself she cannot lead for 5 minutes of a match with an experienced person in Anna Jay. But overall, I didn't enjoy the Outcast coming out. I didn't enjoy Sheeta coming out with the kendo stick for the millionth time in 1 month. I didn't enjoy that either. I've been saying it should be a blood and guts match. We don't know what's wrong with Jamie Hayter. I'm glad Jamie Hayter lost the belt because, if you're not going to defend it, why have it, right? But overall, Adam Cole and Chris Jericho, you know what these guys can do. I'm not going to talk about how talented they were. They show what they were tonight. Jericho even showed me 10 times more that I think he could hang with Cole because he could even hang with him tonight than he did the Sunday night with that unsanctioned match. I thought his performance was 10 times better in this match. Maybe because it was a mixed tag team. But overall, I thought Saraya did one hell of a job. I thought that finisher with the DDT, which we all saw in WWE, I forgot the name of it. But I thought that was the 1, 2, 3 right there. Kicked out. I was excited. I was into it. So it was an okay match. It was an entertaining match.
Well,
I'm wearing this shirt. Hold on. I'm also wearing this shirt for one reason. Yes, I am an Adam Cole fan. But I'm also wearing this because Adam Cole got the victory. There's no 1-1 like Cody and Brock. It's basically Cole with unsanctioned, Cole with this victory. He should move the hell on for Jericho, and let's go.
Well, let me ask you this, because I'm curious. You said it seemed like he can hang better. It seemed like they were hanging better tonight than they were in their unsanctioned match. Yes. Is that because these gimmick matches have the downside of it? It's like it's hard to say, oh, this person can hang, Cole can hang with Jericho when it's, okay, you're throwing chairs and putting people through a table. It's like that's not really proving you can hang with them. That just proves, okay, I know how to use a weapon.
Right. I personally feel like this. Unsanctioned matches don't really count, right? So you could pretty much do whatever you want, right? This match, however, I felt like it wasn't the gimmick. I felt it was more because it was a mixed tag, and it kind of just protected Jericho. Because let's face it, the first set of maneuvers for the first 5 minutes of the match was just chops. Chops, Cole chops, Jericho chops. Jericho's chops were 10 times better than Cole.
Can't wait till this show's over.
Enjoy it, but I feel like Cole and Jericho really improved a lot from that unsanctioned match. I enjoyed it. They got me hooked. I was entertained.
Guys, I'll lick it.
I'm not gonna take that away.
I'll
But
lick it.
I think Saraya should get the most props. I mean, she
Boom.
did a job here. I think Britt Baker kind of dropped the ball on me, and I really can't see her being women's champion. I really can't see her leading the match whatsoever. I think Saraya really did a 10 times better job than Britt, and this is Britt's company, for God's sake.
There are parts of Britt that I've always enjoyed. There are other parts I'm like,
Go, baby!
yeah, I will say, in my personal opinion, he has the best entrance in all of AEW, other than maybe Judas.
Yeah, Jericho's pretty. Yeah, he's up there, man. Yeah.
But I mean, like, really, I've been to a AEW show, and this was before.
It's awesome. It's awesome life.
Yeah, this was before he got injured, and I kid you not.
Yeah, we had everybody.
Adam Cole, baby, was louder.
He had all the momentum in the universe. Adam Cole. But at the end of the day, Adam Cole's not only in the main event, he's winning in the main event. If that's not your idea right there, that Tony has him on the winning track and maybe has eyes on him to be a contender for MJF World Championship, it's there. I'm
curious, Savage, all of us had agreed that it felt like when Cole came back, yay, I'm cheering, and oh no, Britt's been hurt, and it felt like they had neutered him. Do we feel like he's getting back on track to being the Adam Cole we've known and loved?
100%.
Like from NXT, for instance.
100%. 100%. Without a doubt. He was impressive tonight. Like I said, he's in the main event. He's winning in the main event. It's Adam Cole, baby. It felt legitimate, Adam Cole. If you're an Adam Cole fan, you should be happy right now because at least he's on TV. He's in the main event, and he's winning. He's winning matches. Yeah, let's move along to upcoming events. Tonight you were watching the AEW Late Night Talk Show. Last night we did the NXT Late Night Talk Show, which was a great time talking about Tiffany Stratton. And, of course, Monday night, we always talk about Monday Night Raw Live. Wrestling with Savage is always trying to evolve and change. We might start mixing things up in the future. We might start doing live watch-alongs on random nights. We might start doing Impact shows on random nights. We're going to start doing SmackDown shows on random nights. I'm going to do more. Because why not? If I don't do it, nobody else is going to do it. And I know I can do a good job and bring you the coverage that you all deserve and need. Whether it's me shitting on Impact for 2 hours, which, Jay, I think one night me and you should do play-by-play live on Impact. And let's
We can.
We get drunk.
You shouldn't even show this picture, Savage. Do not have Gilch in this interview for disrespecting Roman Reigns live on the chat. Please, take him out. Take him out.
Travis, I just removed you so we can see the full screen here. But you know what?
Roman sucks.
I can just
He's there. He's in the background, baby. I hear him.
Gilch is here. Gilch
Gilch
is obviously abusing his powers. He's in here. But Lloyd is going to be in here June 15th for an interview. Make sure you watch it. At the Wrestling Universe in Queens, New York, June 30th, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Have the opportunity to meet Jimmy Hart, Mouth of the South, absolute legend. Come on down. And then, of course, August 20th at Wrestle Bash, Savage Kingdom Promotions and Wrestling with Savage presents to you Haku, the Chainsaw Queen, Black Dahlia, at our table. And it's going to be a good time. Make sure you come on down. There's going to be many superstars in attendance there. There'll be over 600 to 900 different fans, hundreds of vendors. This is where the party is. You want to come on down to Wrestle Bash, August 20th. Haku, Black Dahlia, first time making her appearance here on the East Coast. This is a superstar in the making. She's already in like 2 horror movies that are coming out next year. They have a documentary on her. She was trained by Rikishi. She is the real deal. You're going to want to meet her. Jimmy Hart again at Legends Fan Fest. I will be with Jimmy Hart the entire, let me repeat that. I will be with Jimmy Hart the entire weekend. One of the greatest managers this business has ever had. And I will be with him for over 48 hours, picking apart his brain and taking every single piece of knowledge he has for this business to become and go on to do what I was destined to be. And just like Jimmy Hart, be the mouth of New York City, be the mouth of professional wrestling, and go on to do what I was destined to be. Jimmy did it years ago. We're talking about 4 decades of experience, man. I can't wait to hang out with him. Legends Fan Fest. It's going down. Make sure you're there to meet Jimmy Hart if you are in the area. Wrestling with Savage is sponsored by Chop City Wrestling. Please go follow them on youtube.com/Chop City Wrestling 9631. They take donations for chops and then they donate it all to Connor's Cure. It's a good cause. I'm also sponsored by my cousin, Cri Text. Pick up his new album now, Justified Homicides. Cream of the Crop was on pay-per-view May 28th. If you missed it, sign up to the premier streaming network. We now sponsor Outlaw Wrestling. They have a big show coming up at the Queen's Brewery, June 8th, 7 p.m. Savage and the Savage Kingdom will be there live. Collision! Chicago, June 17th. But bigger news than that. We've confirmed it, Jay. Tickets have been acquired for Collision in Newark, New Jersey. And the Savage is not only going to be there, but guess where he's going to be, Jay? He's going to be in row 1. That's where Savage is going to be. We have the ticket acquired in row 1 in full glory. They won't be able to kick me out because the ticket
hold on.
in my hand.
Are these refundable?
No.
Shit, you're screwed, man.
Why?
You gotta return it. You gotta return the ticket, man. Get your money back. It's not worth it.
It's not worth it. First of all, I'm going
I
to
don't
be at
think
the arena.
Collision's gonna be all that, guys.
I don't care.
Honest.
I'm going to be at the arena at 10 a.m.
think
and I'm going to get a video with CM Punk.
You know, the thing about Collision, live events, stuff like that, even when it's an absolute disaster, it can still be incredibly enjoyable because you're around people who enjoy it. I remember...
Well, I had a great time last time at the Prudential Center in New Jersey. There's a nice bar across the street. Thomas Babiak was there. Gilch was there. We had Tom there. Dude, it was a good time. It was a good time. Jay, you need to come out to this. You should
the bar is like right in front of the theater.
Right in front of the thing, bro. I was lit the last time we had that was Full Gear. That was a pay-per-view, Full Gear. I even got one of the chairs. Signed the chair. I got it signed, Travis. And Jay over here he actually smeared MJF's autograph.
Smeared.
Oh,
use some cheap ass
really?
marker,
Oh man, Jay, man, Savage is too nice. With me, you would have been wearing that chair home around your neck.
Let's get it.
Let's see it.
Let's show it to the people.
He smeared it. He used some cheap ass marker. Even Savage had it on his hands, for God's sakes.
We're gonna show it to the people right now. Why not? We're gonna show it to the people. I'm gonna go full.
Why didn't you tell the people you had marker too in your hand?
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this nonsense. All right. Now there's MJF's autograph, right?
Oh, it's good, bro.
There's Platinum Max's autograph, perfectly fine. But you see that little
Come on,
smear?
that's not even bad. Come on.
Where's the J? I only see MF.
Yeah, because he's a motherfucker. The J's right there. You don't see the J? MJ, and then he puts the J in there.
Oh, now I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought the J was an F because I
The
just
F is
I'm
beautiful.
blind tonight.
You kidding me? The F is perfect. Smeared on that lip like
Let's
the
compare.
M on the
I have one other item signed by Maxwell. This one was bought at the arena. I believe Jay was there when I bought this one, I think.
Yes. Where's the J on this though?
It's there, but it's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's
Man,
actually
really?
the same. You see it?
Yeah, it is the same.
It's the
You know
same.
what's funny? That figure. That figure, like where his robe is. For a minute, I was I don't know why, but I got this flash of I'm like, wait a minute, is this what would have happened if they hadn't screwed Bobby Roode so badly?
I don't know, maybe, but I think I owe Jay a chopper too. I don't know.
Wow.
I guess we'll have to find out
First
on
of
another
all,
episode
you
of
should get on- you should bend your knee.
Wrestling.
You should bend the knee for me video recording MJF promo that you did. You should bend the knee. Bend
See, yeah, Andrade's on the poster, top left.
Bend the knee.
Play Mick Thompson's video.
I have to?
That's what he says.
He says I
Honestly,
have
I'm
to.
shocked.
Oh my God.
Look over Travis. There you go, buddy.
You smell nice. All right.
Might as well do this old school segment. Let's see what's going on in the world of breaking news. So RVD recalls grabbing Sonny's ass in a promo. Apparently that's breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Seth Rollins hopes Buddy Matthews wasn't too offended with his Rhea Ripley spot on Raw. The Undertaker shocked by the hate that he gets for not staying in character anymore. Bray Wyatt's mask was destroyed last year, his mold for his mask. And the ratings are in for Memorial Day. Apparently they did good. Dark Side of the Ring producer says Vince McMahon allegations could take years to unpack. Pat McAfee actually has his annual income revealed. Ava Rain likely to make her singles debut. What else we got here? Bret Hart believes Rey Mysterio is one of the greatest pro wrestlers of all time. Wow. And WWE hiring new writers and multiple other roles. Interesting, Jay. I think it might be time to start making a resume.
CM Punk is making waves, it looks like. I got here, he took to Instagram and posted Billy Madison clip for the movie. Billy Madison, obviously, from the dodgeball scene. You guys remember that Adam Sandler was knocking all the kids out with the dodgeball. So.
That shit was great, yeah. A legendary scene. Do you guys are you excited about this? Logan Paul hungry to make a return?
You know the crazy thing? I still despise Logan Paul as a person, but he has really won me over as a performer. So I would say yes, absolutely. If he continues to have matches as good as he's had up till this point, keep him in. But as soon as it starts to go down, I'm like,
you should go up there. That was disrespectful what they did to Mandy Rose last night.
It's terrible.
How do you not post that in your video package?
Baron Corbin and Bush's Carmelo Hayes last night, that was cool. I was happy with that. That made NXT very enjoyable. But I guess, folks, that's it. That's all the wrestling talk we have for you here at Wrestling with Savage.
I'd love to see Baron Corbin as NXT champ.
Apparently it's not. We have more. He will be champion one day, but we'll get into that next week on Monday Night Now.
Well,
but
there's going
to be a lot coming up.
One day I'm going to be dead. I mean...
Yeah, my cousin did do the opening song, and you're going to hear it right now. If you want, you can stick around. Everybody, thank you for joining me for another episode of Wrestling with Savage. Make sure you like, subscribe, share my shit, and, of course, watch live when we go live, and let us know what you think in the comments with any questions. Comments you have, leave it. We'll get it in the chat. We'll get it in the show, especially if it's a question. Leave it in the comments, all right? We'll see you guys next time right here live on Wrestling with Savage. Everybody have a good night. Travis, Jay, as always, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for
hosting.
Thank you.
Anytime, brother. We'll see you next time right here on Wrestling with fucking Savage. God damn it. Nice stiffy.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, brought to you live by the champ. Her last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage. SmackDown, hold the title. This is Wrestling with Savage. What?
Wrestling with Savage begins now.